What is this graph on my LCD? What's it for? Oh, it's a histogram. And with this video, you're going to learn it's going to be your best friend. So what is a histogram? A histogram is not unique to camera worlds. Histograms, you've probably seen them. If you're in sales, you may have a chart of maybe a special shoe that you're selling, and you can put a histogram chart of how many you sold of each size. So the very small sizes has handful, the average size has very tall stacks on the graph, and the ones that are really large sizes probably also have small. So it has this nice arch in the middle because that's just the way averages work. But that's what a histogram is. So a camera histogram is no different than the shoe analogy, except it's looking at all the pixels that your camera is looking at. So if all your pixels are slammed to the left side, all the way to the left side of that histogram, that's called crushing your blacks. And all your pixels are just stacked up on the left side, and yep, it's pretty much a dark image. If all the pixels are slammed up against the right side, then it's over bright and overexposed. Is there a perfect histogram? Some like to say it's like the shoe diagram. It's being this nice arch in the middle. That's the perfect exposed image. Well, that's a myth. That might be true in some instances, but you might want to have some drama. So you want more dark. So you're going to have more pixels on the left side, or the left side. Or you're going to have more pixels on the right side if you want it to be bright and maybe partly blown out. And that's okay. Remember, photography is an art. It's not a fit in this rule set. But why is the histogram so important for us as photographers? Very simple. When you look at your LCD screen, you actually have an option to increase the brightness of it. So the actual brightness that you're seeing on your LCD may not be what you're really getting. The histogram will never lie to you. If you're in a dark environment, it's going to look real bright even if you have your LCD turned way down. So again, your histogram will show you what it is seeing. So grab your camera. If you haven't got it already, grab your camera. So while you're grabbing your camera, just listen up for a second. I do have a calendar I've created. It's the first year I've done it. It's photos around my community. We have a large community and a lot of wildlife and different beautiful areas. So I took photos there. I'll put a link for that down below. Appreciate it. So all right, you have your camera. Let's take a look at how the histogram works. So here we are right at my window. You can see we are stacked high and tight on the right side, so we are blowing out our highlights right now. So if I scroll over, or turn my camera, not scroll, turn it over, come down, you can see the pixels are starting to stack up on the left side, pointed at my black guitar and my shredder, my guitar amp, and you can see that it's got a lot stacked up on the left. So you're seeing in that histogram on the back of my camera, you can see the pixels move from one side of the graph to the other. Ideally, you'd like to have some in the middle. If you're just doing an average day shot, if you're doing a portrait, you're probably going to want it to be pretty much in the middle. You're probably not going to want blowouts or crushing the darks. If you're getting value out of this video, hit the subscribe, hit the like, appreciate it. So, final thought here. Should you always aim for the perfect histogram? And the answer is no. No, sometimes it's not even possible. You're going to have blowouts. If you do landscape photography, you may have some dark areas in the landscape and super bright skies. I guarantee you, you're either going to blow out the skies or you're going to crush some blacks. So the histogram is there to tell you the whole story. It's not to stop your creativity. Don't try to force the histogram in the middle. There's all kinds of discussions on histograms on what you should and should not do. I just challenge you to continue your creativity. Use the histogram to your favor so you can understand if you're blowing the blacks out too much or you're blowing out the highlights too much. You might want to get a happy medium in between and play with it and see what it looks like once you get done taking the photos. This is Doug Gabbard, practicing photography, getting better one photo at a time.